Hey, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good, and this. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It's been raining and everything, but the sun's trying to break through. Hopefully, it'll rain some more because I love the way it sounds on the roof. Anyway, I figured I'd do my topic on good and bad feelings. It's out of just for today. A lot happens in one day, both negative and positive. If we do not take time to appreciate both, perhaps we will miss something that will help us grow. Just for today, I am offered an opportunity to apply the principles of recovery so that I will learn and grow. When I learn from life's events, I succeed. And that is so true because I have learned a lot through my events of life. And if I didn't, then I'm doing something wrong. But for example, and like I always say, feelings aren't good or bad, right or wrong. They just are, and yours are yours, and mine are mine. But remember, they are valid. All feelings are valid, and they're there for a reason. We all go through them. And for example, today or early this morning, it's like I I was told something, and I don't know if it was that I took it wrong or that the circumstances were kind of iffy, but it was like first thing in the morning that's what I hear. Okay, so of course my mind's like negative, bad. It made me feel bad, it made me have hurt feelings, but as the day went on and I looked at these things and looked and did some reference work on it and talked it out with somebody, I found that it wasn't me. So of course I felt good about that. But all in all, it's like it's for me, when someone's pointing the finger at me and I know I didn't do anything wrong, my head gets all kind of weird, like, okay, this has nothing to do with me, so why is it being brought to me? There's all kinds of tests in life, and it's like, it's not so much, that it was the finger being pointed at me or anything. It was like, I learned, what am I going to do with this? Okay. It's like before, I probably would have got all mad, been out of shape, and just went in, with a bad attitude. But today, I can stop, take a look at it, figure out what's going on, understand it, and then move on. And so, yes, I succeeded in learning something about not only myself, but my feelings, and learning how to deal with them on a positive level. So it didn't shoot my day to heck. And most of us seem to unconsciously judge what happens in our lives each day as good or bad, success or failure. And we tend to feel happy about the good and angry, frustrated, or guilty about the bad, which is true. That is so true. Good and bad feelings, though often have little to do with what's truly good or bad for us, we may learn more from our failures than our successes, especially if failure has come from taking a risk. And that is true too. You take a risk, and life is a risk. It's a gamble, and you roll those dice and you come up snake eyes or whatever. Yeah, it can be all bad, but attaching value judgments to our emotional reactions ties us to old ways of thinking. We can change the way we think about the incidents of everyday life, viewing them as an opportunities for growth, not as good or bad. We can search for lessons rather than assigning value. When we do this, we learn something from each day. And that is so true. It's like if we just, you know, don't look at the emotional, attaching value judgments to our emotional reactions does tie us to the old way of thinking. And, because for, I don't know about you, but for me, that's what I know. It always takes me to the old way of thinking first thing. So that's where I have to change my thinking. And, I'll tell you right now, changing your thinking does work. If you change the way you think, then it's going to change the way you react. It's going to change the way you feel, and it works. It's a good thing. So you're learning something, it's everyday life. It's life on life's terms, viewing them as opportunities for growth, not as good or bad. And that's true too. When yeah, it's like when you step back, talk things out, you know, change your way of thinking, then yes, it's all good. It really is. And so that's my thing today is good and bad feelings. You know, change your way of thinking, and it'll change the way you look at things. And that is so true. And I've learned that, and I'm still learning that because believe me, no matter what, I love you. God loves you, and I know somebody else out there loves you. So remember, you're not alone. We all go through this stuff, and you know, God bless. Peace out. Jesus rocks. And smile of the day. All right. I love you.